Good evening. My name is Olivia. I'm known as Olivia K on Facebook. I am Ollie K on Instagram and Warm Yam 9800 on Reddit. Normally, I post videos about how to help nursing students, whether it's going through nursing school, how to handle ATI, how to study for the NCLEX, whether you're going for your RN, NPM. But today, I would like to not think of any nursing related stuff right now. I actually would rather go over reality TV shows on the side because that's my perfect way to decompress and not think of so much nursing things. Because I work all day as a nurse as it is. I do home health, which I enjoy doing. I love to continue to do that in the future. But for now, I want to talk Love is Blind. So, like everyone else, I watched Love is Blind initially when it came out at the height of the pandemic, and I enjoy that show. But honestly, it's getting to the point where I'm probably not going to watch it after season 10. I need a I need a official break from that show. Why? Because I feel that Love is Blind is nothing like how it first started out. And I don't think we'll ever get season the first 3 seasons, like season 1, 2, and 3 again. It's going to be a hot mess because that's what people want, and it's just going to be so much fuckery that you're going to keep seeing. And I for one, I don't have time for that shit. So I'm going to make this Love Is Blind review a series, and I understand I'm 6 years too late. I am, and I'm okay with that. So for today, I'm going to go over season 1 and 2, and I'm going to try to see how much I can remember with 1 and 2 reunions, because I barely remember, I'll be honest with you. I remember the couples, but I don't remember every little thing. So if I get something wrong, you can comment it down on the comment section. And yeah, I like to relearn my mistakes. I am a learner. I learn every single day. So I'm cool with that. So I'm going to start out with season 1, the beloved season 1. So you had Lauren and Cameron, my favorite couple of all time. I followed them both on Instagram. And I'm so happy for their journey. And I just love their love story. And that's what I was hoping to continue to see as I was watching Love is Blind, because it made me believe in love, and that kind of love I feel like everyone should kind of find, because God, this world can be a little, you know, a lot, and it's just good to find the other person. But it was just lovely to see Lauren and Cameron's love story. I'm so happy for them, and I love to see them with their child and how they interact. It's just a beautiful thing. But then you had Amber and Barnett, and they are a lovely couple, so I am happy. I think they also just recently had a baby too. Good for them, but I just don't care for Amber. And not because during the show I didn't mind her. Amber did her thing, cool. And I think Jess Mesca, and I'll get to her in a second, was just doing the most. She was, and I think Amber did rightfully call her out at the reunion. And we'll get to that after I'm done reviewing the couples. But I just don't care for her after the reunion, and just the way she went about so many things. So any or not, I just see her in a different light. Sorry. Then speaking of Jessica Mesca, then Mark, and the way it was set up that Jessica, even though yes, Jessica was a mess, so there's a reason we're calling her Jessica Mesca, right? Um, Mark was Mark behind the scenes was just not a good dude. He was just really messy, and I feel that after, like, before everything that came out about him being so shysty and shady, you did obviously feel bad for the way, Jessica was kind of treating him, just because of the fact that Jessica wanted Barnett, even though Barnett, I mean, he's all right looking, but whatever, who cares about my what I think, but she obviously wanted Barnett. But I know she's married to a very handsome doctor now, and she, I think, just recently had another baby. Good for her. Love that for her. But I'm still looking at her sideways for giving that dog the wine, because what the fuck, Jessica? That's why we have to call you Messica. But I kind of miss someone like her on the show, just because I can't help but laugh at her and be like, Jessica, really? And I just don't like the way she was trying to insert herself between Amber and Barnett's relationships. That's why I can actually understand Amber's attitude towards Jessica at the reunion. So we'll talk about that afterwards. Who else did we have? We had Damon and Giannina. They were, my God, those two from the jump. I'm just like, the way he did propose to her, which was sweet, that was great. But then the way she was proposing to him back being altered back, I'm like, Giannina. But seeing their love story, I remember them being a hot mess express. And the way they kept fighting, or I'm trying to remember what she said. She called him be quiet mother. She said be quiet motherfucker. I don't remember. I'm just like, oh, these two give me a headache. But they were fun to watch, I'll be honest. It was really exciting to watch them. And I can't forget Giannina crying after Damon says no, and she's running right out. I'm like, I hope she doesn't think about that anymore, because like honestly, I follow her and she completely upgraded. She's with that handsome guy from was he in the, you guys can help me out here, I think Bachelors or some sort of MTV reality show. I didn't watch it. I just stopped watching MTV kind of reality TV show related shit, because I only used to watch MTV mostly for like music videos and some shows, but then afterwards it just got stale. So I got tired of it. But either way, she has a beautiful little boy. Love that for her. Congratulations. Then last but not least, you have Diamond and Carlton. And I loved Diamond. I still have love for Diamond. She's such a sweetie. What bothers me is the way Carlton moved. And a lot of people were not happy with Diamond because of the way she reacted with Carlton withholding the information about him being bisexual. And before I go on, there's nothing wrong with anyone being bisexual or gay or whatever. I think Carlton identified as being bisexual. I don't know if that's still the case now, but I don't like the way he withheld that from Diamond before proposing. I'm like, you should have said something, because you're expecting to get married to somebody. It's a lifelong commitment, and a person should deserve to know every shade about you. Your sexuality isn't just a token thing, like, oh, by the way, I'm this. I'm like, no, that's part of who the fuck you are, right? So you should have been about it. You should have been honest with her from the jump. And that whole your wig is slipping, I think that's a bitch ass. Although, yes, it was kind of funny, hee hee ha ha. But that's a bitch move. That's the most bitchiest thing to ever say to a woman. To me, that's just crappy, because, my God, you're angry and you're being defensive because you weren't honest to her. That's on you, my guy. And honestly, I still look at you sideways because of that. Although it was lovely to see you at the season 10 reunion, but still, you were crappy, and I still will never look at you the same just from that. But oh well, who cares about my opinion? I'm just a normal nurse and a vlogger. Well, not so much vlogger, just a person who talks. But then now we get to the reunion. I kind of remember some, bits and pieces of it. All I know is the one thing I can remember was where Amber called Jessica shicey, and I agree with Amber, because even though, yes, I love Jessica now, and I don't like Amber so much right now, honestly, but honestly, Jessica Messica, you were shicey for that. You were, because why the hell were you kissing Amber? Because you wanted to taste Barnett? Like, it's what it is. If someone doesn't like you, you should move forward. Because, shoot, I try to shoot my shot with guys all the time, and guess what? It never goes past the second base, and it is what it is. If someone doesn't want you, don't be desperate. You move on. You move forward, because That shit don't matter. Just move, keep it moving. Then what else do I remember about the reunion? Because I'm sorry, it's been so many years. I should have reacted to it a long time ago, but whatever. Then Carlton was still being defensive, and he was still being so shicey about Diamond. I'm like, you know what, Carlton, the thing is, nobody had an issue with you being bisexual. It's the way you're moving, and this goes out to anybody. Like, if you're bisexual, own it. If you're gay, own it. It doesn't matter. You should be happy with who you are, and that's the very first thing you should be disclosing to somebody, because that way people can make the decision, and people can be who they want to be, whether you're bisexual or not. And people have we're allowed preferences. That's what I stand by. It's okay to have preferences. Just be honest. That's all. So, trying to think. I think that was it. I mean, maybe I might miss one or two more things, but all I know is Lauren and Cameron still married. I'm so happy for them. I've said it like 5 times already, but oh well. And then Barnett and Amber are still married, and again, they just had a baby. So congratulations to both of them, and I'm happy for them. And I think it's been 8 years since they've been married. Wow, good for them. Then, all right, I'm going to go over season 2 briefly, and then I'll go over 3 and 4 another time, another day, because it's a lot. And again, it's been 10 seasons, and I'm a little too late. I know that. I understand. So for season 2, you had Natalie and Shane. Don't get me started with Shane. Yeah, Deepti and Shake. Don't get me started with Shake. I have a lot of words from 2. Then who else did we have? I'm trying to remember. Danielle and Nick. Danielle was the one who had the dark hair, and she had the panic attacks, and she was coming off like a lot, I believe. Then who else? Ayanna and Jared. Jared, I definitely remember Jared, and I think wasn't there one more couple? Again, comment below. I'm probably forgetting one. So Nick and Danielle, Shane, Natalie. I now I know who I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting Kyle, Mallory, and there was one other person. She's blonde, and I don't remember whether she was a couple or with somebody or not, but she reminded me of Jessica Messick. I just forgot her name because she was just relevant to me at some point. But I'll review the ones I remember. So, all right, hold on, I'll be back.